Hello, drama enthusiasts, and welcome back to the TV Days Drama Digest channel, your go-to source for the juiciest updates and speculations in the world of soap operas. Today, we're diving headfirst into the electrifying saga of Kristen DiMera, a woman whose cunning, charisma, and relentless determination have kept viewers on the edge of their seats for years. The burning question on everyone's mind is this: will Kristen escape from the confines of Statesville Prison and whisk her beloved daughter, Rachel, away into a life on the run? Buckle up, because we're about to unravel the tantalizing possibilities, explore the stakes, and speculate on the high-octane drama that could unfold in this gripping storyline. A mother's sacrifice, Kristen's plight behind bars. For those who've been glued to their screens, Kristen DiMera's current predicament is nothing short of heart-wrenching. Locked away in the cold, unforgiving basement of Statesville Prison, Kristen isn't just serving time, she's bearing the weight of a mother's ultimate sacrifice. Her 10-year-old daughter, Rachel, is at the heart of this turmoil. In a shocking twist that left jaws on the floor, it was revealed that Rachel, in a moment of childish impulse, pulled the trigger on E.J. DiMera, Kristen's own brother. To shield her innocent daughter from the harsh consequences of the legal system, Kristen took the fall, confessing to a crime she didn't commit. This act of maternal devotion has landed her in a cell, but if there's one thing we know about Kristen, it's that a DiMera never stays down for long. Kristen's history is a tapestry of bold moves and daring escapes. This isn't her first rodeo behind bars, and if her past is any indication, she's already plotting her next move. The question isn't if Kristen will try to escape, it's how and when. As a DiMera, Kristen possesses a razor-sharp intellect, a knack for manipulation, and a resourcefulness that borders on the supernatural. Her family name carries a legacy of power, deception, and an almost mythical ability to bend the odds in their favor. Statesville may be a fortress, but to Kristen, it's just another puzzle waiting to be solved. The art of the escape. Kristen's cunning plan. Let's paint a vivid picture of how Kristen might orchestrate her grand escape. Picture this: the dimly lit corridors of Statesville Prison, the air thick with tension, the guards patrolling with their usual mix of boredom and vigilance. Kristen, ever the chameleon, has been observing their routines for weeks, memorizing every shift change, every blind spot in the security cameras, every creak of the prison's ancient infrastructure. Her mind is a labyrinth of schemes, each more audacious than the last. One of Kristen's signature moves is her mastery of disguise. Over the years, we've seen her don wigs, alter her voice, and slip into personas that fool even those closest to her. Could she craft a new identity to slip past the guards? Perhaps she's already secured a wig, say, a mousy brown bob to replace her sleek, raven locks, and a stolen uniform from a careless laundry worker. With her flair for theatrics, Kristen could transform herself into a maintenance worker, a visiting nurse, or even a fellow inmate being transferred. The guards, lulled into complacency by the monotony of their duties, might not give her a second glance as she strides confidently toward freedom. But Kristen's escape plan doesn't stop at a clever costume. She's a strategist, always thinking 3 steps ahead. One particularly devious possibility involves her friend and sometime ally, Gwen Rizek. Imagine Kristen orchestrating a scenario where Gwen suffers a mysterious injury, nothing life-threatening, but serious enough to warrant a trip to the hospital. Prisons are legally obligated to provide medical care for inmates, and a transfer to Salem University Hospital could be Kristen's golden ticket. Perhaps she stages a fight in the prison yard, ensuring Gwen takes a fall that looks worse than it is. Or maybe Kristen, with her knack for chemistry, slips something into Gwen's food to mimic a medical emergency. The guards, bound by protocol, would have no choice but to escort Gwen and perhaps Kristen, posing as a concerned cellmate or a medical aide, to the hospital. Once at the hospital, the possibilities multiply. Kristen could slip away during a chaotic moment in the ER, where overworked staff are too distracted to notice a missing patient. Or she might have an accomplice waiting, a loyal DiMera operative, perhaps, or even a bribed orderly who owes her a favor. The hospital, with its maze of corridors and constant flow of visitors, is the perfect setting for Kristen to vanish into the night, leaving Statesville's guards scratching their heads. The stakes: Rachel's future hangs in the balance. At the heart of Kristen's desperate bid for freedom is her daughter, Rachel. The thought of her little girl growing up without her mother's guidance, vulnerable in a world that's already been unkind to the DiMera family, is unbearable. Kristen's love for Rachel is both her greatest strength and her Achilles heel. It drives her to take risks that others wouldn't dare, but it also makes her vulnerable to those who might exploit her devotion. If Kristen escapes, her next move will undoubtedly be to find Rachel and take her far from Salem, where the long arm of the law and the DiMera family's enemies can't reach them. But what would life on the run look like for a mother and daughter? Kristen, with her vast resources and network of contacts, could whisk Rachel away to a tropical island, a bustling European city, or a remote cabin in the mountains. She'd likely have a stash of cash, fake passports, and a burner phone ready to go. Yet, the life of a fugitive is no fairy tale, especially for a child. Rachel, already traumatized by the events that led to her mother's incarceration, would face a future of constant movement, new identities, and the ever-present fear of being caught. Kristen's fierce protectiveness would be tested as she balances her desire to give Rachel a normal life with the reality of their precarious situation. The DiMera legacy: a family built on defiance. To understand Kristen's potential for escape, we must look to her roots. The DiMera family is synonymous with power, intrigue, and an almost supernatural ability to defy the odds. Stefano DiMera, Kristen's late father, was the ultimate puppet master, orchestrating schemes that spanned continents and decades. Kristen inherited his cunning, his charisma, and his refusal to be caged. Her brother EJ, though currently out of the picture, shared that same fire, and even in her darkest moments, Kristen channels the DiMera spirit to keep fighting. This legacy gives Kristen an edge that most inmates could only dream of. She likely has allies on the outside, perhaps a loyal DiMera henchman or a former lover who still carries a torch for her. She might even have access to hidden funds, stashed away in offshore accounts or secret safehouses. The DiMera name opens doors, even in the underworld, and Kristen knows how to leverage it. Could she call in a favor from a corrupt official? Bribe a guard with promises of wealth? Or perhaps she's already planted the seeds of her escape by manipulating someone within Statesville's walls, a fellow inmate, a sympathetic counselor, or even a guard with a weakness she can exploit. The obstacles: a world waiting to stop her. Of course, Kristen's path to freedom is fraught with peril. Statesville Prison isn't some backwater jail. It's a high-security facility designed to hold the most dangerous criminals in Salem. The guards are trained, the cameras are ever watchful, and the warden has a reputation for being uncompromising. Kristen's previous escape might have tightened security, with her name likely on a watch list for any suspicious behavior. One wrong move, a slip in her disguise, a misstep in her timing, could land her in solitary confinement, or worse, extend her sentence. Then there's the matter of Salem's relentless police force. Commissioner Rafe Hernandez and his team are no strangers to Kristen's tricks. If she escapes, they'll be hot on her trail, combing through every lead, from security footage to tips from informants. And let's not forget Brady Black, Rachel's father, who has a complicated history with Kristen. Brady's love for his daughter is unwavering, and if he catches wind of Kristen's plan to take Rachel, he'll move heaven and earth to stop her. The DiMera family's enemies, from the Bradys to the Hortons, will also be watching, eager to see Kristen brought to justice. The drama unfolds. What could happen next? Let's indulge in some delicious speculation. Imagine Kristen pulling off her escape with the precision of a heist movie. She slips out of Statesville under the cover of night, her disguise flawless, her heart pounding with adrenaline. She makes her way to a safe house, where a loyal ally hands her a burner phone and a set of fake IDs. Her first stop? Rachel's current guardian, perhaps Sarah Horton or Marlena Evans. Kristen, ever the manipulator, could stage a tearful reunion, convincing Rachel that they're embarking on an adventure. But Rachel, wise beyond her years, might sense something's wrong, adding a layer of emotional complexity to their escape. Alternatively, Kristen's plan could hit a snag. Maybe Gwen's injury doesn't go as planned, and Kristen is forced to improvise. Perhaps a guard grows suspicious, or an unexpected visitor at the hospital recognizes her. The tension would skyrocket as Kristen scrambles to stay one step ahead, her every move a gamble. And what if EJ, presumed dead by many, makes a shocking return? His presence could throw Kristen's plans into chaos, forcing her to confront her brother while fighting to protect Rachel. The emotional stakes are just as high. Kristen's love for Rachel is undeniable, but her methods are often ruthless. Will she prioritize her daughter's safety, or will her DiMera instincts lead her to take risks that put Rachel in danger? And what of Rachel herself? A child caught in the crossfire of her family's legacy, she might struggle with the weight of her actions and the knowledge that her mother is sacrificing everything for her. The fans weigh in. Will Kristen pull it off? As we ponder this thrilling storyline, we want to hear from you, our loyal viewers. Do you think Kristen will escape from Statesville, or will her plans unravel in spectacular fashion? Will she reunite with Rachel and start a new life? Or will the forces of justice, or her own family, bring her down? Head to the comments section on our channel and share your theories, predictions, and wildest dreams for this storyline. Is Kristen destined to outsmart everyone, or is this the moment her luck runs out? Let's also consider the fallout. If Kristen escapes, how will it reshape the landscape of Salem? Will her actions spark a new feud with the Bradys, or will her DiMera kin rally to her side? And what about Rachel? How will this experience shape her as she grows up in the shadow of her mother's choices? The possibilities are endless, and the drama is only just beginning. Conclusion: a story that keeps us hooked. Kristen DiMera's potential escape from Statesville prison is more than just a plot twist. It's a testament to the enduring power of soap opera storytelling. With her cunning, her heart, and her unbreakable bond with Rachel, Kristen embodies the complex, flawed, and utterly captivating characters that keep us coming back for more. Whether she succeeds or fails, one thing is certain: the journey will be filled with suspense, heartbreak, and moments that leave us gasping. So, grab your popcorn, settle in, and join us at TV Days Drama Digest as we watch this electrifying saga unfold. Will Kristen break free and carve out a new path with Rachel, or will the walls of Statesville, or the weight of her own choices, keep her trapped? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: in Salem, anything is possible, and the drama never stops. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.